Or is it our own subjective greatness, i.e., I can become the greatest version of Stephen? Or do you believe that everyone could become great in the context of, you know, the very best in the world, like,
No,
Steve Jobs
no,
or...
they're not going to, you don't have to be the very best in the world. I mean, when Mastery came out, the New York Times wanted to do a story about my house in the home section. Okay, well, why? But all right. I never get any publicity from mainstream media, so okay, fine. So I had to quickly upgrade my house because they were going to come over with photographers. And we got a man over to do the tile work on my patio, which looked like hell. And I told people this guy was a true master. He wasn't like making six figures. Nobody would ever write an article about him. He will die and no one will ever know that. But I could see in the quiet quality and how well he understood it and the care that he took in it and how much he enjoyed, creating a beautiful effect with tile work, that he was a master. It doesn't have to be the best ever. You don't have to be famous and successful. There are grades of this. There are degrees of it. Some people, it's just being a great parent. They're very social. They're very empathetic. And they're not maybe going to become an extremely successful finance person, but they're really good at raising their children and they put a lot of effort and care into it. That's fantastic. You don't have to be famous. You don't have to be Steve Jobs. There are levels of it, right? But the sense of this was what I was meant to accomplish, and I'm following it, and I'm happy what I do. I feel fulfilled by my work, and I can go on doing it. I take it seriously. I care about it. I do believe that anybody can have that level of power in their life.
I think I struggle with that, if I'm being honest.
Yeah, please.
On a personal level. I struggle with enough being enough. And also, I think I've grown up in the generation where there's so much comparison everywhere we look, when we open up our phones and Instagram, that you kind of always are led to believe that you're not quite there yet. Now, I've contended with the idea that maybe that's a good thing because it drives you forward. It's that pressure you described. It's that creates that urgency, that desperation. So maybe I should never believe I'm there yet. But then also I wonder, am I going to defer happiness off into the future